What is the ultimate example of life ain't fair that you have had happen or witnessed? When I was in elementary school, my best friend Steven and I were like brothers. We did everything together. Play sports at recess, go to each other's birthday parties, have sleepovers, you name it. His parents treated me like a second son. Life was great. Until one day in 4th grade, Steven didn't show up to school. A couple days went by and still no sign of him. I pestered my parents asking if they knew where he was. They said they didn't know, but I'm sure he'll be back soon. A week later, I overheard my mom on the phone with Steven's mom, and she was crying. When she hung up, she sat me down and explained that Steven had been diagnosed with an inoperable brain tumor. The doctors gave him 6 months to live at most. I was devastated. How could this happen to a 10-year-old? Steven was the nicest, funniest, most full-of-life kid you could imagine. He didn't deserve this. No one does, but especially not a child. For the next few months, I visited Steven every day in the hospital after school. At first, we played video games and talked and laughed like old times. But as the tumor progressed, he could do less and less. Near the end, he was in so much pain, he could barely communicate. 5 months after his diagnosis, Steven passed away. I've never cried harder in my life before or since. Losing a childhood best friend, a brother really, at that age was the cruelest introduction to how unfair life can be. Even decades later, I still think about Steven all the time and wonder what kind of man he would have become. He had so much potential, so much life ahead of him, taken away for no reason at all. If that's not the definition of life not being fair, I don't know what is.